Okay, let's start with this, Attorney Vitt. The name Aguirre, with a redacted first name, actually appeared in the redacted version of the International Criminal Court's prosecution's pre-confirmation brief. I understand that this came out a month ago, sometime September 23. So the two names that appeared were De La Rosa and an Aguirre in the war on drugs campaign by then President Rodrigo Duterte. Sir, have you seen this? And what did you think about this?
Yeah, I was surprised. I've seen that. That's why I tried my best to look where it came from. And I found out that I'm supposed to have said that in an interview by the Al Jazeera. I've never heard, or I never remember having been interviewed by the said news. But that's why I said I had to be confronted. I want to be confronted by that interview. Was that interview in writing or? But this is the first time that I came to know of that interview. It's supposed to have happened sometime in several years ago. But this is the first time that this came out. So this must not have been true.
Attorney, in sinabi ko dito, as we already pulled up on the screen, was you, Aguirre said that the new administration's program was to do everything to stop drugs, crimes, and corruption. We will choose to kill these drug lords. Yan po yung pinag-uusapan natin na linya.
Yes, I never said that. I was not ever interviewed by anybody wherein I said those things. That's why I denied. I will never have consented to do any extrajudicial killing. As a matter of fact, for the information, and I believe that nobody yet knows this, I was the one who brought the relatives of Ian de los Santos, Carl Ornaiz, and Ruth de Guzman. They are the teenagers who were the top of the news at that time, that when they were killed by the police. And when I brought there at Bahay Pangarap in Malacanang, I arranged that the President meet them, and the President said that he is going to help them, and he helped them. As a matter of fact, all those policemen were convicted because of the help of President Duterte.
So very clearly, Attorney Aguirre, you're saying that this program to do everything to stop drugs, crime, and corruption, we will choose to kill these drug lords. You are categorically denying it. You are sure that you never said this to any media outfit, media personality?
I'm sure of that. And lalong-lalo sa Al Jazeera, hindi ko natatandaan eh. Because this is the first time, had I said that during the time of the supposed interview, it would have come out in newspaper, local newspaper. But this is the first time that this came out.
Wala po. Okay, so would you know, Attorney, if you are, what is your role in this whole thing? Are you co-accused? Kayo ho ba suspect? Meron na ho ba ganun?
Initially, when this ICC thing came out, we are supposed to be part of those because I was then the Secretary of Justice. I believe that the reason why my name came out is that these people who were accusing President Duterte of this crime against humanity wanted to paint a picture that this is a national policy of the Duterte administration to kill even civilians. And that would not be credible if the Secretary of Justice is not involved. So they invented this interview, and which interview is really a complete surprise to me. I only came to know of that when this came out in September.
Yeah, in September 23. So, just to go back, would you know, any idea, sir, if you're a co-accused, ano yung classification ninyo, suspect?
I'm supposed to be one of the accused or respondent. But at first, this is not the...
that's not the reason.
This is not the interview that came out. When the ICC thing came out for the first time, the interview, which supposed to have come out and supposed to have said is that it runs like this, that these drug lords are not part of humanity. That is the it was, I believe, the ex-Senator Trillanes who said this, and who
okay.
But what I really said is that you could not equate drug lords with humanity.
Not equate.
You could not equate drug lords with humanity.
Okay.
And then Senator Trillanes more or less said that drug lords are not part of humanity. I never said that.
And what exactly do you mean when you say you cannot equate drug lords with humanity?
Well, humanity is supposed to be the whole population of the world or of the Philippines. And the criminals could not be equated with humanity.
Criminals
But,
could not be equated with humanity?
The criminals could not be equated with humanity because there are other persons aside from criminals. That's what I mean. Simple. In other words, yung mga few criminals, could you equate that with humanity? They are part of humanity, but you could not equate humanity with criminals. That's the simple thing that I mean when I said that.
And you still stand by that? You still stand by that?
Yes,
That you cannot
because
equate
I
criminals
think
with
it's part
humanity?
of my freedom of speech. You could not be faulted for saying what is in your mind, as long as it would not in any way be detrimental to the rights of the others. It's part and parcel of your freedom of speech.
Should you have been, do you think, sorry, sir, excuse me, looking back, do you think you should have been more careful, possibly, when uttering certain sentences or thoughts, or your thought process to the media or to the public, knowing that you were the DOJ secretary?
Well, perhaps you might be right there, but I really not see anything wrong with when I said that drug lords are not you could not equate drug lords with humanity or criminals with humanity.
Does this mean, are you prepared, Attorney Aguirre, that because your name was part of it, Aguirre, although wala naman po yung Vital yan, kasi redacted rather po yung first name, even with the De La Rosa, the first name was also redacted. I mean, for all intents and purposes, this Aguirre is you. Wala naman
It
pong
must be
ibang
me
Aguirre.
because there are no other high officers or official during the Duterte administration except me.
Does that mean, Attorney, that you would possibly be also subjected to a warrant of arrest and possibly also brought to The Hague?
It's possible, but I really don't believe in it because I did nothing wrong.
Is this something you're readying yourself of the
course,
possibility?
I've never been afraid of this. As a matter of fact, if they are going to arrest me, charge me, send me to The Hague, perhaps it would be good for us, for the President especially. So baka may kasama siya doon.
Handa ho kayo. Tatanggapin niyo po yun. You will not resist. You will not fight it.
I will fight it. Of course, I'm going to resist because I believe that this government, or any government for that matter, has no right to send a Filipino citizen to be tried by a foreign tribunal. I'm going to resist, of course.
You're ready to do
But if my resistance is not enough and they are successful in bringing me there, so be it.
Meron na ho ba kayong abogado? Meron na ho ba kayong naisip na abogado para sa inyo sakaling this happens?
I don't think I could afford a lawyer of the caliber of Kaufman. So, somebody is offering to help me. He is a Bartap Nutzer, but of course, you have to spend also.
But
Attorney Professor Art de Castro.
Attorney Art de Castro.
He's very good. He's a Bartap Nutzer, a prolific author of several law books.
Okay. Weren't you a bar top notcher too?
I'm the valedictorian of San Beda College, but we did not place in the top 10 of the,
I see.
di ba? Just like the valedictorian of UP in Ateneo at that time. Pareho kami hindi pumasok sa top 10.
But to look back, Attorney Aguirre, no, since 2017, yung inyong pangalan was already part of this complaint before the ICC. I believe it was through the late Attorney Sabio, I believe, who was representing Edgar Matubato. Nasama na po kayo dito sa information back in 2017, obviously together with the former president.
Kasama ako dyan, pero I really don't know kung sino ang complainant noon. But hindi ba si Attorney, sino ba
I
attorney?
think it's Jude Sabio.
Sabio, I think he later refused to pursue this complaint, di ba? Parang matras siya, di ba?